Hello, YouTubers and video watchers. This is Zero Pow, Jimmy Wilson, and Orlok 425. This is a talking discussion, episode 19, and what I'm going to be talking about today, after my current live play with the game Destroy All Humans. Basically, this is problems with some violent games, and the theme for this is developers, of course, the ones that created the game. Alright, and the game I'm gonna be playing for this video is, of course, Halo Master Chief Collection. If you guys are wondering what I'm gonna be doing, I'll be showing, the audio when I was playing the matchmaking, also with my relative to get his part. Since I won't be showing it, I'm just gonna be doing whatever game that's available in here, so that way I can get right to the bullet points of the conversation that I wanted to put in this talking discussion episode. So here's what's going on. People have been watching Destroy All Humans, the game, recently, which it's been fun because I was doing these missions where I'm taking down the humans, of course, the corporates like military and all these, people who want to take down this alien, because this is an alien game, so it's based off an alien who wants to conquer the planet, basically. So the game started off where I did three parts where they were basically I was doing missions where I had the alien, capture, influence, and doing all this crazy stuff with the to humanity, which is insane. It was pretty cool. It was. It's right when part 4 came in, what I recently just did, that kind of went sideways a little bit, kind of went down. And to describe what happened, basically I showed images where it was basically harming the innocents, because there's a lot of games that if you're harming innocents for grinding or just part of its story, whatever it may be, sometimes it can backfire, or sometimes things can take an alternative route where it's like, that doesn't look right. And to know what I'm talking about, just going to show exactly what I've been doing in that play. If you could probably see from this image, and you go ahead and bring it on the screen. So here's the image I'm gonna display right now. So this is the image that basically, shows me alien, taking down, because what they had me doing in this scene, if you could see right here, I had to kill innocent people to grind for their brains, of course, in order to upgrade the aliens' armor abilities and stuff. So what happened there, believe it or not, what you just saw was basically the alien was killing innocents to grind, and it didn't receive well likes. It received kind of dislikes, and it got my attention once I looked at the result. What you could see, like, closely right here, I have more than 6 dislikes to 2 likes. Now it could change depending on what the situation is. I had a force to age restrict in the bottom of here because of that, and since that, for some reason, out of my own realizing that the game had me grinding to kill innocents in order to upgrade and progress my character, the alien dude. So basically killing innocents for grinding for XP points. Now, I played Hitman Blood Money. I played, things that, are really more violent. Even Friday the 13th, things like are more bloody and violent where you actually see the gore. So when, this became a problem where the community decided to dislike, since the fact that if you're grinding to kill innocents for XP, something doesn't seem right here. And that's the reason why I'm talking about in this first part, because I actually, want people's opinions in the comments. What do they think about this situation? Because there's a lot of violent games out there that do similar stuff like this. Well, not all of them, but tiny bits from the past that did something like this, where you're killing innocents to do something, which sometimes it works, sometimes. And Hitman's mostly the example of it, where they had to forcibly fix that, where they slowly made updates to their new games to ensure you're not killing many innocent people, or else you fail the game, because they felt like something did not look right there, or make you feel like a serial killer when you're playing the game. Now, Hitman's a different game, and the comparison between Destroy All Humans and Hitman is Hitman more has more like updated graphics for more bloody and gore. By Destroy All Humans is just an updated from the original game that they just pierce up with less gore and less of that, but still showing, the dead bodies and the stuff like Hitman does. So looking both at these reviews, I can see why maybe people got concerned or something they didn't like about what was doing in that action. So I had to age restrict it because of that event. And right now, as it turns out, that I'm pretty shocked that I didn't know that the developers, because again, I'm just playing the game. I am not here to, because I have to play my entertainment voice for my community. I mean, everybody, YouTubers, they're just doing their job, but mostly the ones you have to blame mostly are the developers, the ones creating the game for that. And even though they updated to 2020 to make a remastered version of Destroy All Humans, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go well. And what I'm seeing right here, it doesn't look like it's going well. So I think the developers should take a look at my video and my images. If they haven't looked at my gameplay, they probably should, because it probably should give them an example what they should probably fix a little bit. Maybe that's why a lot of people that are watching my video were kind of mad or upset about that. And things like this happens, when you're playing games, you don't know what developers are putting in the game that you can expect, and I can only do so much for this. And when I saw the shocking of that gameplay that I was doing, because I was just grinding, doing my own thing in the game, trying to have fun with it, because since I'm an alien, you have to do what you gotta do to progress and get your character updated. Because I had a phone person who tell me you have to upgrade your saucer and your character. But apparently, since the missions, I was always failing on them. Like my previous part 3, I was always failing because I was not knowing the controls to not having my character strong enough to defeat these soldiers in the army, which they were firing back. That's what the alien was having issues, where I had to like figure out what was the issue. And the main one was I wasn't upgraded to the max. So what I did was I had no choice but to go to free roaming, so I can find something to progress me, which I did with a couple of rampages, but most likely I was mostly killing the innocents to progress in order to rise my XP. Now, that's where my dislikes came in place, and I can see what happened that led to most of them not liking about that objective and what went wrong. And for a game like this that's supposed to be friendly for gamers, I still gotta look it to see what rating it is. Now, believe me or wrong, this is what I'm gonna show right now on the display, so you guys can check it out. This is what it says for Destroy All Humans. You have T for teens, which if you think that what you just saw from that gameplay is teen for teens, you might want to tell these guys back. Maybe they should fix it a little bit to make it more mature, because for teens to be exposed to that kind of scares me a little bit. And I didn't know that be taken like this seriously, where I have to talk to the community about this. Now, I still want people's opinions, and I still want people's what they think about the situation between that kind of violence and the one they just recently saw. Because I know for sure Hitman is M for mature. You cannot play that for teens at all because it's too violent. So right now, I'm just going to hand it over to my relative to see what he thinks. Get like his opinion on it. It might not be that long. Go over there playing some matchmaking on Halo, and hopefully what he get his thoughts. And yeah, I'll be getting the bullet points, maybe cutting some bits, but I won't be showing our gameplay, unfortunately. You just see the ones that you're already watching. And yeah, But here we go. So you're saying Destroy All Humans is an old game?
You know it's an old game though, right? That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, and it still got dislikes. I was shocked.
Why the hell do people care about a game that came out many years ago?
I have no idea. But it got dislikes because they didn't like the violence that it was doing towards the civilians. Now it's been updated. Because I don't know, something with Modern Warfare 2 with that airport scene. It's just strange. Maybe it's just they just stop believing in the game or they just don't like it. So if I were to compare if a Halo did something similar with that civilian thing, you think it'll make a difference? If they say one of these Spartans are killing innocent civilians, you think anyone would care?
I wouldn't think so because first of all, Halo is a sci-fi fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really
Spartan,
realistic.
we need this area locked.
So nobody would really like care about that. They'd just be like, ah, it's nothing. It comes to the community too. It's like I'm so shocked.
Most people need to take it easy. It's just a game.
I know. They'll probably run like a little fate, whether they still want to see it or not. Other than that, yeah, it looks like I'm good.
If it does, but
I mean, real
I
life.
mean, in real life that could happen.
Hmm.
What happened in Modern Warfare 2, it's possible.
Ouch.
I mean, just think about it. Something worse did happen. That was way worse than that. It was 9/11.
Yeah. Maybe
Literally
it's
hundreds of people were killed.
yeah. Maybe it's the brain of some individuals who are mental, like really badly. But even though Angry Joe talked about similar something like that, he was able to tell his expressions that violent video games do not cause that. And he made like a whole video about it.
Yeah, no, video games do not tempt kids to go out and cause violence.
Yeah,
That's
I
not true at
know.
all.
It is not true.
That's what video games are for. So you can do
Yeah.
it in the video game.
Yeah,
That way you don't do it in real life.
exactly. I still make sure that get the message out to people that everything's good. There's nothing to worry. I don't know what their commotion's about, what their
Reinforcements.
this today just got me in shock. That's about it.
Today? What do you mean today?
Yeah, after my live play with the Destroy All Humans, because usually I get like 8 likes, but this one I just got like 6 dislikes.
Oh, that's why you're asking me? For
Yeah.
your video?
Yeah. Because I had like a gameplay I was doing where I was just like killing innocent people for fun. That's why. Like not doing the missions you usually do where you're like facing gun soldiers. Basically what happened. They didn't like that. You're harming the innocents, so that's why I came to bring this up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tragedies that happen in real life, but come on. They're bringing those tragedies in the video game. These guys are just too much. Here's more the stranger part. You're playing as an alien. That's the more stranger part.
Yeah, so it's not like you're another human attacking humans.
Exactly. And then Friday the 13th does similar like that. If you played Friday the 13th on Xbox or PC, it does similar where you're a serial killer like horror game, but they make it like an actual like in those movies, you know, where your player actually controls them. People have fun, so still doesn't make sense there. Community's still pissed.
Yep.
So there you have it, and thank you again so much for watching this talking discussion video. Hope you guys can hear me out and hear the conversations that you just witnessed from both parts and my relative parts as well, and hope guys can make the decision. Let's say that you're totally agreeing with this violence, that it's okay for it to happen as long as not showing really bloody and gory in detail, that you still want this game to continue, or you like this video, rather you do agree that this game should stop being played from this channel already, that it's just gone too far with the innocence, and that you may want to play this by yourself instead, since the situation got out of control, which you just saw from part 4, and that Destroy All Humans should actually disappear. So the fate is on putting you in the community out there, whether you want this to disappear or not. So that's all be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this hearing of this talking discussion. We'll see you on another episode from your Zero Power Jimmy Wilson and Orlok 425. Bye bye.